Welcome to GameSpot's coverage of the Electronic Triple 2016. How are you doing? Welcome to the GameSpot stage. Brought to you by Airheads. I'm Danny Dwyer, joined by Mr. Michael Mahardy and his astounding chin.
Oh, chin wags.
Happy. Yes, you are the chinniest of them all. And Graham Goring from Telltale Games, thank you so much for coming on to talk to us about Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
It's absolutely my pleasure to be here.
Actually, okay, can we get this? Because I used to work in GameStop, right? And I used to love the names of these games because they were like the longest ones to get into the computer. So was it Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, the video game?
I don't know if we are the video game. I think we're just Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens.
People know what Lego Star Wars is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's trying to make Star Wars games now. You've got Vince Zampella trying to make all these ex-Assassin's Creed and Uncharted people doing, but you guys are OG. You've been doing this for
like over 11 years now.
Right.
So yeah, we have a history there with LucasArts, which is ace because it means that we get to tell new stories as well as tell the story of the movie, which is awesome.
And that's your role, right, at Telltale as well?
Yeah. Well, Traveler's Tales. I should point out we always get told Tales.
Oh God, I did do it.
No, it's fine. It's fine because there are still
TT.
things. There are still things that we are credited on Moby Games as being Telltale.
Really?
They still haven't fixed it. But so I write the dialogue. Basically, I write daft jokes for kids, which is what I can do because I'm an idiot. So I'm perfectly suited to do that.
And how long have you been doing it at Traveler's Tales?
I've been doing it. About 7 years. Lego City Undercover was my first one.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. We've actually got the game running right here. As well. Jamie's off screen playing.
Yeah, Jamie Eden, who is my boss, far more photogenic than me, but a very modest man. So he didn't want to appear on stage, but he's playing through here at the moment. And this is one of our new adventure levels, which kind of feeds into the start of the movie. And in this one, you're playing as Poe Dameron, and you are rescuing Admiral Akbar from the Finalizer.
Okay.
So if you want to start running around, and this shows off this level kind of shows off all of our new features. We have these things called multi-builds, whereby, like in previous Lego games, you had the same pile of bricks and you'd always build the same thing with it.
Yeah.
But now you can use a pile of bricks to build multiple different options. And sometimes it's just for like a silly little joke. In this case, you've got two different ways of getting rid of a dying ogre. But in other ones, you'll have like little puzzles. So it's nice. It means that when you replay the level, you're always seeing something new, which is cool. We really try to push things forward with this game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the sort of double-edged sword of being as successful as you guys are, is that like we have played lots of Lego X games.
Yeah.
In fact, at this stage, we've played a lot of Lego Star Wars games.
Yeah.
You need to sort of, I guess, retain what made those games so successful, but also trying to add some little flares here and there.
Yeah, and always increase the amount of characters you can unlock. So it's like 200 plus this time.
Is it really?
Yeah. Plus this is the first Star Wars game where we've actually got dialogue.
Right.
Because the previous one didn't have that, and so this one, and we've also had the cast come back and record new lines for us.
That's great.
As in, like Harrison Ford came back and was Han Solo for us.
Did you get to write dialogue?
Yeah, I've written dialogue for Han Solo. In fact, Greg Grunberg, who plays Snap Wexley, even came by the stand and played with himself, if you'll pardon the phrase. On there for us, which was awesome as well. But like everyone came back. It's amazing.
That's wonderful. Mike, you played a bunch of the Lego Star Wars games?
Yeah, I have the what was the original Saga when they released it? Was it all 6? Yeah. I've played that a lot. I mean, I played a lot of Traveler's Tales. I think Marvel was my favorite one.
Right.
But I'm excited for this just because I haven't really played any Force Awakens in video game form yet.
Right, that's actually a good point.
It's been a long time. This is the first one, right?
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of it, I think, in a rival product. But yeah, we're the only ones who are telling like the full story, and then these extra stories as well. So it's kind of, you get your full fix with that, except in daft Lego form. So it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
How close are you sticking to the story? I mean, it's usually pretty true to the story, but are you adding in anything?
Well, we got the new adventure levels, but I mean, in terms of like telling the story of the movie, we stay pretty close. Obviously, we have to take certain license. Like there's a family reunion in the movie which doesn't go that well,
right?
And obviously that's quite a dark moment, but we have to adapt that so that kids aren't terrified out of their skins.
Yes.
So we have a bit of fun with that. But yeah, like I said, we have these new adventure levels which are all sort of leading up to the start of the movie, and we came up with those in conjunction with LucasArts.
Right.
So,
how did that process go? Because you're basically filling in canon?
Well,
is it canon?
I'm not sure if it's canon. I hear one thing, I hear another. The way I see it is, if you've seen the movie, there aren't tiny little Lego dudes in it, so I don't know how it can be canon.
Good point.
Right, I mean, apart from some of the droids. But we totally came up with them. I mean, it was kind of, we'd say, oh, what happened here? Or they'd tell us, oh, here's a story event that you can fill in, and then we'd sort of bash back and forth a design document, and then I'd come along and write a load of idiotic jokes about it.
Yeah.
It was totally, in concert with them.
Wonderful stuff. I'm guessing, as this is a Lego Star Wars game, that a large sort of focus has been put on playing cooperatively with people as well.
Absolutely.
Multiplayer, all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah. So you got 2-player, local multiplayer, and there's also things like because it's a Star Wars game, we've got these blaster battles in it, which we've never done before, where you totally have those, the gunfights with the lasers and the pew 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 down the corridor. We totally have that in there. You hunker into cover and you take shots and you lean out and stuff. And we also, like, our flight gameplay is way better. Like our dogfights in space, which we have later in this demo, are so much better than we've done before. Yeah. We've really just upped the ante on everything.
So let's actually focus on the demo bit, because this is what everyone's looking at the moment. By the way, if you have any questions at all in the chat, let me know either in the GameSpot chat or on the Twitch chat. I'm keeping an eye on both of them. So what's going on here? I love the water effects in this. It looks like I'm getting my toys dirty every time he walks into that sludge.
Well, as it starts, we've ended up in a trash compactor, and so after a couple of failed attempts, we're trying to make our way up to this exit that's at the back of the room here, with the help of all of our characters. And in this case, we've actually built another one of these multi-builds I mentioned. In this case, we need to get C-3PO up to a little control at the back. So we're using these pile of Lego bricks to build a lift here to get him up, and then we can smash those bricks apart and use the same ones to build another part of the puzzle. And we have a bunch of those in the game, and if you get it wrong, then the characters will kind of talk to you and go, oh no, maybe I need to build this first. So it kind of directs you towards the right solution. And then once we get C-3PO up there, he'll do like a little mini game, and we'll get into our space flight.
Some of the folks in the chat are asking which version this is. This is the PlayStation 4, is it?
Yeah, this is PS4 this is running on.
Actually, this is maybe one of the most fun things I love doing here, especially when one of your games comes on. What platforms is this game coming out on?
Everything, like toaster ovens. It's everything. Yeah, it's PS4, it's Xbox One, it's Xbox 360, it's PS3, it's Wii U, it's PC, it's 3DS, and it's PS Vita.
Wow, that's wonderful. So no PSP version this time around?
No, I think we have dropped support for that. Okay. I'd have to check, to be perfectly honest, but I'm fairly sure we have.
Good stuff. Actually, does the Vita version have like the voice acting in it and everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. It's that's it. We try and get as much into all of our versions as we can. Yeah. Because it costs a bit to hire those actors, so you don't want to not put them in every single version.
Yeah. Traveller's Tales has always been great at actually like releasing on those consoles, and some of which, like, I'm a PS Vita owner, and there's some good games that come out. I played Severed last week, but often sort of underserved markets. Those ones.
But a load of people love playing. We've always had. It's always lovely getting letters from the fans, and loads of them they do play them on those platforms. Those are the only ones they actually play them on. So we like to absolutely serve those people.
So what's kicking off here?
So we've managed to escape from the finalizer, but we're going to have a bunch of TIE fighters after us, so we're going to try and lose them in an asteroid field, because it wouldn't be an asteroid field without someone telling us about the odds of death in an asteroid field.
Is that Akbar in a Jedi Starfighter?
Yes, I believe it is. We've also got we've got a bunch of creatures from the extended universe and things like that, which is cool. But so we have these on-rail segments, which are just these candy-filled rushes of explosions and stuff like that. But then we also have these bits where it opens up and you have complete control over your ship, and you can barrel roll and do loop-the-loops if you get an enemy on your tail. And,
is it a real barrel roll, or is it what we call a barrel roll? It's not really a barrel roll.
Okay, well you're going to have to tell me what the difference is.
Doing that thing?
That's
not a barrel roll.
What is that not a barrel roll? What is that?
That one.
Oh, okay, right. It's not a barrel roll then. What is that thing?
I don't know.
What is that thing?
It's got a way less.
Just like a corkscrew almost.
Yeah, it's got a more boring name.
Basically, a spinny be sick in the cockpit move.
Yeah,
basically that's what it is. Well, we have spinny be sick in the cockpit as a feature in our game. We're flying into this asteroid, which is full of these creatures who we're going to use to basically mask our escape from the First Order here.
It's like a Star Fox game right here.
Right.
Do you know? Here's the thing. I've had an absolute blast playing the shooter sections of the game. I think I've been doing Lego Star Fox. That'd be totally awesome, because I think it's really, really good. It feels really great. I'm always slightly surprised. I shouldn't be surprised that I work with competent people, right. but it is really good. I mean, it's really wonderful how well it's worked out, and even the bits where you have full control, they're really cool.
I got a bunch of questions coming in.
Okay, cool.
Some of them. Ben Leslie 5 asking, is the PS Vita 3DS versions different gameplay-wise to the console version?
A little bit different, yeah, in terms of the amount that's in there. Like I say, it tells the whole movie, but I think there's slightly fewer in the way of the new adventure levels that feed into it.
Right.
But in terms of the level designs, they're pretty much identical.
Also, folks asking how sort of are there like open worldy type sections?
Yeah. We have these hub levels. As you play through the story, you'll play through a hub, and then you can revisit the hub. So like you've got the car resistance base, you've got the inside of the Millennium Falcon, the Star Killer, Jakku, and Takodana Castle. Cool. That you can then explore. And there's loads of little silly side missions in there that you can unlock, and then they give you the gold bricks that allow you to unlock the new adventure levels.
Right, okay, so that's how you get to access to these.
Yeah. So they unlock, but then you have to pay a bunch of gold bricks to actually play them.
Cool.
So.
Awesome, so you get to pick and choose which one you want to do next.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? This is a whole hell of a battle.
Here we're going to knock out a bunch of the TIE fighters around, and then these Special Forces TIE fighters are going to appear, and they've got these torpedoes behind them. We can use those to destroy these blockages. You can see the little crystal. There's these blockages with purple crystals in them, and that's going to release a bunch of aliens into the playfield. And the idea is we're trying to create enough chaos that we can escape in that chaos. So what James is going to do is hopefully shoot some of these TIE fighters and then snaffle the sweet torpedoes that they drop, and then he can use those to blow open these things. And you see, like, the pink arrows are basically pointing towards these targets.
Even this looks a little more open than, like that last section was rail.
Oh, yeah.
And this kind of reflects those hub worlds and how.
Yeah, and we totally have a whole bunch of these. Like, there's one where you're escaping the finalizer early on, and you can like fly between the decks of the finalizer and stuff like that. It's like we built this really big model of it and just shoot all the gun turrets on it and create all this mayhem. They're really good. I can't overstate it. They're really great, these sections.
There was one of the wonderful things about this series has always been that you're able to play as like so many different characters, not just the main ones either. So in The Force Awakens, obviously there are a host of characters people really love. There's a host of like sort of sideline characters as well. How many of these can you? Is there anyone you miss? Like,
do you know? I mean, if I say no, then someone will go, well, there was a Muppet left of camera at one point that we did, but. Yeah, like I said, there's 200 plus, and I mean that's not just from this movie. There's some from the previous movies and like Clone Wars and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean we even have some sort of adventures with them. Like there's this character, the Crimson Corsair, who's in one scene. It's the guy who Finn is going to leave with, and we have an adventure where he basically steals the ship that you use at the start of this mission in order to infiltrate the finalizer. So yeah, we try and really serve that, and you can go and unlock them and play them and mix and match the parts of them. But yeah, basically, if they were on screen for about 5 seconds in the movie, then chances are we built a Lego version of them.
Mike, can you think of any people you could ask Graham? I'm thinking of the shop, Simon Pegg's character, the shopkeeper.
Oh yeah, Uncle Plutt, and he's being voiced by Simon Pegg. So
really, you got to fight for Simon Pegg as well?
Yeah.
Do you have a Daniel Craig Stormtrooper?
We do have him. Yeah, we do have them. We have a level where you're controlling him and Rey basically escaping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Daniel Craig a Stormtrooper?
Yeah, he's the one that she does the first mind trick on.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
He's not voicing him in ours. I should point out. I feel like before rumors get out of hand.
You could probably just say, yeah, we have him, and I would see a Stormtrooper, hear the voice, and be like, I guess that's Daniel Craig.
Oh, in that case, yes, he did come back.
Yeah, sweet. You heard it here.
Oh, that's excellent.
And that's it. That's the demo.
Done.
So
perfect.
Yeah, we're just going to talk awkwardly over this screen now.
That's great. You're out like real soon.
Oh yeah, June 28th.
Thanks for that, by the way. Usually at E3 it's like, great, thanks for coming on and see your game at E3 next year.
Yeah, when we'll announce the date.
20 exactly. But yeah, you guys are out in a fortnight or so, right?
Yeah, June 28th on everything.
Yeah, so presumably it's finished.
I hope so. I'll have to phone the office and check.
Awesome. Do you guys do any DLC at all with this stuff?
Yeah, we got these really cool extra adventure levels that kind of sort of span off from the main narrative. Like we've got one where there's a couple of pilots who basically crash on Starkiller and they have to get across the Starkiller to escape the planet before it explodes. And yeah, a bunch of others. It's really cool stuff.
Good stuff. All right, Graham, before we send you on your way, when is it out and what platforms? I don't even ask this at the end of most demos. I just want
June 28th on everything. Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, Wii U, PC, 3DS, and PS Vita.
Awesome. Graham from Traveller's Tales, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
And thank you very much to Jamie for putting on a wonderful display in the background.
You timed that really well.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, we'll be back in a couple of minutes, folks. We've got Hitman Episode 4 coming on next. We're going to talk about South Park, The Fractured Butthole. David Cage is coming on to talk about Detroit Become Human. Apparently, The Wild Hunt is going to be on stage while we play some Gwent. Apparently, he's going to be playing Gwent, which will be fun. Kingdom Come Deliverance, that really exciting Kickstarter out of Prague. Eagle Flight VR from Ubisoft. Mr. Schaefer's coming on to tell us all about why we should play Psychonauts in virtual reality, plus God of War at the end of the show. Loads of stuff right here on the GameSpot stage. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You're watching the GameSpot stage, brought to you by Airheads.